When NENA started, it was started by a few people in Illinois that were having troubles getting the telephone companies to give us 911. We started meeting at a interstate gas station, about 8 of us. Of the 8 people that met in the truck stop and so forth, that became the beginning of NENA, and a chapter developed out of there, the Illinois chapter. From the Illinois chapter, we went to national NENA, and now I understand there's 15,000 members. Getting this award is outstanding. I don't believe it's happening. It's just tough to believe that we went from something so small to something that's so big today and been so beneficial to so many people. I'd really like to thank NENA for this award. It means a lot to me and a lot to my family.
I am very humbled to have been chosen as the scholarship recipient this year, the Bill McMurray Scholarship. And I did not know Mr. McMurray personally, but having read about what he stood for and some of his forward-thinking vision for the organization, there comes with some responsibility with that as well. Scholarships like the McMurray Scholarship provide an opportunity for individuals to attend the national conference that otherwise might not have been able to attend. The information that is learned in these conferences and the networking that takes place alone is just invaluable. Thank you, National NENA, for this opportunity and awarding me the Bill McMurray Scholarship. It's a great opportunity to allow me to attend the national conference this year, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Hi, I'm Charlie Cullen, the Western Regional Director for NENA, the National Emergency Number Association. With me is Whitney Rogers from the Utah chapter. And I have the privilege today, on behalf of the NENA board and President Jameson Peavy-House, of presenting this award to the Utah chapter and Whitney. They had the highest proportional increase in membership this year. Their membership drive was phenomenal, 158%, very, very impressive. So on behalf of NENA, I'd like to present you with this award.
Thank you. Thank you on behalf of the state of Utah and the Utah chapter of the National Emergency Number Association. We pride ourselves in how involved we've been able to get the state to be, and we're up and coming still. So we're going to try and bring it again next year, and I challenge you all to come and take it.
As your North Central Regional Director, I am proud to present Indiana with its second year in a row Chapter Challenge Award, my home state.
Jen, thank you. We're very humbled to accept this award on behalf of the Indiana chapter of NENA. Got the most increase in our membership again this year, 165 new members, a 33% increase in our membership.
And I'm excited because in the year 2020, I'm hopefully receiving this again. And then in 2021, Matthew Kane will receive it for the 4th year in a row.
I am the ADA and Technology Accessibility Coordinator for the City of Los Angeles, Department on Disability. When I was first interviewed for this job back in 1992, the first question they asked me was, if I was hired, what would be the first thing I do? And my response was, to improve 911 access for all people, especially people who are deaf and hard of hearing and deaf-blind. My involvement with 911 was when we identified the need to improve access to people who are deaf and hard of hearing and deaf-blind through the TTY, or telecommunication device for the deaf. At that time, there was no effective way to contact 911. So through that experience, we were able to improve the access and set a precedent moving forward for the rest of the nation. I went to my first conference in Las Vegas, and I just got fully immersed, and it's where I found my home, where I was able to work with wonderful people throughout the 911 industry. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the National Emergency Number Association, the Board of Directors, and the entire NENA family.
My day job is the statewide training coordinator for the state of Tennessee. And my job is to work with our state's 164 different 911 centers to ensure that they have the training education they need and to help them out with their training needs in day-to-day and, of course, over the course of time. Receiving an award of this magnitude from my peers is very humbling. I have the great opportunity to work alongside some of the best people in our industry and to meet amazing mentors. And that has been a life-changing event for me, and it's my honor to be able to give back to them and be recognized for giving back to them. We deal with the worst every single day, whether you're a fireman, paramedic, law enforcement officer, or you're the telecommunicator that's orchestrating every one of those responses. And it's very important for us to realize that we are the best professionals in the business. They know there's honor, there is duty, there's a culture I want to be a part of. This year's Presidential Award for Commitment is co-presented to Steve Malkos of Google Incorporated and Kumar Chakra of Apple Incorporated for their work on handset-based location accuracy for our 911 callers.
The FCC requires carriers to locate callers to within 50 meters at least 80% of the time by 2021. Apple Halo exceeds these requirements and has been available to carriers since 2015. And last year, on June 18th, and at NENA's conference in Nashville, Tennessee, Apple announced a partnership to make Halo data available to 911 centers directly. I am deeply humbled that you chose to recognize and applaud our commitment with this award. I accept this award with humility and on behalf of the talented, motivated, and industrious teams at Apple. Thank you.
ELS's mission is to provide the computed location on the handset to emergency responders during emergency situations. Commitment means the ability to send very fast, accurate location to the emergency responders. So we'll continue with our efforts there. And commitment also means our work isn't done until we're able to enable emergency dispatch systems around the globe using ELS, which is built into Android. I'd like to thank NENA for this recognition. There's a lot of people behind the scenes at Google that help make this possible. ELS was started over 4 years ago, and we're thrilled to see its adoption around the world.
This year's Presidential Award for Collaboration goes to Ms. Lori Flaherty, the Director of the National 911 Office. Lori's work in the 911 field has been exemplary in bringing people together in the culture of collaboration to move forward 911 for our citizens across America.
For the last 15 years, I've been the coordinator of the National 911 program. What I also do is I spend a lot of time coordinating efforts with groups like NENA to make sure that, we identify areas that we have overlapping interests so we can work together. One of the real joys of this job is working with folks who put themselves aside and put the task first. And when I can do that, it is very easy for me because all I have to do is make sure they have the resources they need, and I get out of their way. This is one of the groups that is very important in terms of moving 911 forward. So we have always managed to find ways to work together. I'd like to say thank you to Jameson Peavy House and to NENA for this award. To be recognized for collaboration means a lot to me, so I will certainly do everything I can to continue along those lines, and thank you very much.
And this year's award for compassion within the 911 industries goes to the Kyle Plush Answering the Call Foundation. The amazing work by Ms. Jill and Mr. Ron Plush, showing compassion to our telecommunicators on the front line following a personal tragedy that was so deep really sets the bar for compassion through our entire industry. Thank you so much for you and your team's work and for the family that you have created around 911. We really appreciate you.
In April 2018, our son Kyle called 911 for help. Using Siri, and in the last moments of his life, he showed the world his smart, courageous, and loving personality.
The Kyle Plush Answer the Call Foundation wants to honor Kyle's legacy by making positive changes within the 911 community so this never happens again. Our volunteers started delivering cookies last October to 49 centers in 6 different states, and we wanted to show our appreciation to the 911 community and the jobs that they do each and every day.
We can only accomplish this with the time and talents of our amazing volunteers, especially my friend Jana Strader and Jane Likens and my sister Jody Schwind. This is our second NENA conference that we have attended, and we do it to show our commitment to the 911 industry and to the people who are attending here who are learning and sharing best practices. And we hope that everybody attending here will answer the call to be their best selves each and every day. You are making a difference and saving lives. The Kyle Plush Answer the Call Foundation is very honored to receive the 2019 NENA President Award for Compassion to the 911 industry. Thank you.